Flooding, missing people, and violent crime. Those are all issues the Little Rock Police Department's trying to address.
They'll open up a brand new real-time crime center, a way to track all of those issues as they happen. THV 11's Ian Russell sat down with department leadership to find out what this actually looks like and what it means for people in the capital city.
Cameras are everywhere these days. You don't have to look far to find several of them. Now, Little Rock Police Department is working to better use cameras that are already in place to help keep us safer and solve crime faster.
See if I can capture that. Yes, sir.
In a sense, yeah, it's kind of like Minority Report. The future is definitely upon us.
Assistant Chief Heath Helton says this isn't about predicting crime, but getting police more information before they ever get to a scene.
So we can start processing this information a little bit more, quicker, identify crime trends, patterns, and then, potentially prevent crime.
How they're planning to do it is with something like this, a real-time crime center. It's a way for the department to keep an eye on crime as it's happening and allows them to respond much quicker than before.
We currently have pieces in place already that we kind of are doing this already what a real crime center does. They're just kind of dispersed around different divisions, so we felt now's the time to pull them all in and start our own.
This isn't a new idea. Assistant Chief Helton says the New York City Police Department was one of the first to start using this surveillance system. Other similar-sized cities to Little Rock have also done this, like New Orleans, Memphis, and St. Louis. LRPD also looked at Jonesboro, which has its own real-time crime center.
It does give us the ability to go back and look, and then in those situations that require immediate assistance, we can get on it real time and push that out.
This is a look inside the New Orleans Real-Time Crime Center. The system works on an already existing platform, cameras positioned around the city. In the first year, the center received more than 2,300 calls and helped provide evidence in around 70% of those cases. When LRPD's new headquarters opens, they'll use cameras around the capital city to better track crime, but that's not all. Also things like road conditions and flooding. Assistant Chief Helton says all of that is helpful to them, but the ability to better solve crime, especially violent crime, is a top priority.
It has potential to be a good game changer for us, and we can utilize that to try to prevent and deter that crime, and then hopefully get the quality of life back to where it needs to be for those citizens that live in that area.
When it comes to your privacy, LRPD will store video from the system for 10 days, unless it's used as evidence.
We live in an age of Big Brother anyway. I mean, you can't walk anywhere in the city without potentially being on camera.
But Assistant Chief Helton says they don't plan on watching at all times.
We're not sitting there watching, looking for people all day, every day. It's not. When we're alerted to an incident that might be at that location, then we'll walk over there and look, see if it's going on, and then we'll dispatch officers appropriately.
Even if they did, law professor Robert Steinbuck says it wouldn't be illegal, except if those cameras are filming in places that are more private, like bathrooms or inside a business or home. That's when problems pop up.
Only for some reason they have cameras that are pointed in a direction that winds up capturing information from an area that people expect privacy. That would be the classic overstep in this circumstance.
Steinbuck says as long as the cameras are filming things that are public, then there's nothing you can do about it.
But you don't have a reasonable expectation of privacy as to your personhood, as to your appearance as you walk down the street.
So all this new technology aims to help get officers where they're needed faster and provide more real-time information. Assistant Chief Helton says he gets the privacy concerns, but adds that it goes beyond all that. It's an effort to keep people safe.
So this is our efforts to try to continue to build trust with our community, be transparent, another avenue for that crime prevention aspect, and realistically, it's kind of a form of community policing as well.
In Little Rock, Ian Russell, THV 11 News.
Now, LRPD admits they don't know how much this will cost to install, but the camera system already in place is going to help hold that cost down.
For a closer look at the Real-Time Crime Center and what it can do, click on this story on THV11.com.